Good morning, everyone. I am Dimiter Ialnazov, head of the organizing committee of the symposium, and I would like to welcome you to the second day of our symposium. Before I highlight some of today's events, please allow me to express our hope that there will be no serious loss of lives and damage due to today's earthquake and tsunami. Probably all of you have learned already that this morning there was a very powerful earthquake, and the coming tsunami is also expected to be, the height will be expected up to 3 meters. And I think it's a really serious threat to the livelihoods of the people. It's in the same region that we had the 2011 earthquake. So we can just hope for, as I said, a good outcome. And as scholars dealing with that issue, maybe later today, if there is time, we can discuss a little bit, for example, how do we learn from lessons from previous disasters, and how people, organizations learn from this disaster. We can learn something about this, some lessons. What lessons did we learn from the 2011 disaster? So just very briefly, I will summarize a little bit about yesterday's discussion and make some connection to today's discussion. So yesterday we had a keynote lecture where two of our colleagues from University of Cambridge made a typology of existential risks. And after that, Yamashiki sensei from our graduate school also presented another typology of risks or disasters. So we know that we can differentiate the so-called conventional disasters from the extreme disasters, where we have the so-called low probability of occurrence, but very high impact. And after that, we had some presentations about supersolar flares and the 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami. So I think yesterday discussion was really very interesting, but there was probably not enough time to discuss two questions, and I would like to raise these two questions today, and I hope that the speakers and the discussions will address these two questions. First of all, we didn't have much time to discuss the question how to prepare for future disasters. And as you know, the subtitle of our symposium is how to enhance resilience to risks threatening the future of humanity. And usually there is a lot of talk about resilience in terms of the conventional disasters, but what about these extreme disasters or existential risks? What can we do? Are there any actions that we can take to prepare for such disasters? What is different from the conventional disasters, for example? I expect this to be discussed, especially in the present session today, which is from 1:15 in the afternoon, and the panel discussion from 4 p.m. And my second question is how to develop a multidisciplinary approach to studying disasters. I think our colleagues at the University of Cambridge can give many interesting insights. I don't know still very much about their work, but I felt that they have some very good achievements in having scholars from natural sciences talk with scholars from social sciences and really produce the so-called integrated analysis. This is also something that we are aiming to achieve at our School of Advanced Integrated Studies on Human Survivability. So it will be interesting to hear today your thoughts also on this issue. And finally, I would like to draw your attention to one very special event in our program. So after this, we will have introduction to the student poster session. So the students from our school have prepared some posters, which you can see outside at the exhibition space, outside this hall. And in those posters, they try to explain about what they're doing as research, but also the connection of their research to human survivability. So I invite everyone today from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. we have a coffee break. Please visit their posters and talk with them and try to give them some comments and advice. And maybe you notice that in the handouts there is a feedback survey and there is a question number 6. According to you, who has the best poster in the poster session? So please also kind of vote for the best poster through this feedback survey. Okay, so that's all. And I would like to invite Dr. Marc-Henri Desroches from our school to give a presentation about the poster session and the transdisciplinary mission of GSAIS.